for this lab, I had to create multiple organizational units that I put inside this one created for this specific lab. I created one organizational unit called staff, where I included all the users, all the main users, which are the ones that were required, and I also created the security groups required, which are based on the users. Like, there's one for software developers, there's another for system integrator, and so on, right? So here are the software developers, and the 4 developers are members. Then there is the integrators, and both of them are members. Then we have the database analysts, and the only one that exists is member of it. System architects, there is one of them, and he's member. And then we have the one for the director, which includes the software developer director. Then in task 2 we had to create groups for, we had to configure a role group for each project, and I did that. So here's what I did. I created one for iOS and one for Android, and we can see who are members, which are 2 developers, then 1 integrator, and both database analyst and architect are members of it. And the same goes for Android. The other 2 developers are members, and the other integrator, and then there's these 2 that are members for both of them. So now we're gonna go to my other VN, the server 2, which I am going to show you that folders I created, the required folders for each project. Here's my folder structure. We have the Android project one with the brainstorming inside, and the iOS project one with the brainstorming one as well. So I'm gonna show you that they are in fact sharing. I am sharing them. Here you can see they're sharing. Here you can see they're sharing. I can also, and same goes for the iOS. They're sharing. I can show you the command line too. I am gonna show you the one for the Android one. And there they are. It is sharing. It's for everyone. And now I'm gonna show you that that only the ones that have permissions are gonna be able to see it, because I enabled the access-based enumeration on both of them. Here, yeah. Now I'm gonna show you the permissions for both of the folders. The NFTS permissions that I configured for the main one, like the Android project one, we have the director has access to read only in all everything, like all content, and all the users that are part of the Android app project folder or in a group, they have access, and they can read all content and modify only content they have created. Read, write, and execute. So then we have I'm going to go into the Android brainstorming folder, and I'm gonna show you the security and TFS configuration, which is this, that all users part of the Android project folder group are able to modify all content, create and modify all content in this folder, and the director still has access to read it because it's inherited. So the same will go to the iOS project folder. The security is configured the same. The director has access to read all content in the folder, and the users part of the iOS project group have access to read, write, and execute, which means they can read all content but modify only content they have created. And then we have the brainstorming iOS. Properties, security, and here are the configuration, which is it is configured to that users part of the iOS project group can modify and create all content in this folder. Well, in the brainstorming folder, and the director still has read and execute permissions for all content